What's up, IGN? It's Sean Allen here with Eric Martin, and we're going to be playing through the first hour of Gears of War Judgment.
Hi.
We're going to be taking your questions from Twitter. Eric, what's the hashtag we're using today?
Hashtag Gears Judgment. That's their new
Hashtag Gears Judgment. So, tweet your questions at IGN. Hashtag Gears Judgment. We'll be answering your questions and going through the first hour of this game. Now, Eric, you've played this already.
Yeah, last night I played up until the first act.
So you were grinding then.
Grind.
How many acts are there in this game?
No idea. I think there's
No?
5.
Okay.
I think there's 5.
Okay.
Let's see. I know basics. So
Now,
we
did you
played
get
the
into the multiplayer at all, or?
No, I don't believe in touching multiplayer until you finish the campaign.
It's against my religion.
It's against my religion. I'm gonna play on hardcore because I'm hardcore.
All right.
So let's see. And here we go. Again, if you want to participate. Oh wow. Things really low.
Eric, why don't you go ahead and get this started here?
There and make sure the bastard's dead.
So have you played any Gears at all?
Move, Lieutenant.
Any at all?
Of the series?
The series, yeah.
I played every single game
series.
other
Really,
than this one, obviously.
It's Gears is I want to say the first, besides Halo, the first like major exclusive to Xbox. I'm gonna say that. Is that correct, Sean? You're busy.
Yes.
There goes a record.
Other than Halo? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's Perfect Dark Zero, but I mean, who cares about that game?
As you were.
But yeah. So the first Gears was a big. I remember seeing at E3 that commercial with the Mad World intro and the slowly.
Did you just want to sing on this live stream? Okay.
Marketing is key, and that commercial alone got me to the game. I
Yep.
don't look at any trailers. I just saw that. I'm buying this game. And with this this game, there wasn't no cool trailer.
No. Yeah, that's
no,
right.
No cool music. It didn't suck me in.
I stopped watching TV, so I haven't seen any TV spots for this. All about the now Mitch Dyer was supposed to be here.
Oh yeah.
But
Mitchie D is MIA.
Yep, Mitchie D, MIA.
Oh well. You got us. Sorry for talking over this
tribunal, I will issue a fair and swift
Don't apologize to these people.
Of course you
got nothing to apologize
Colonel,
for.
are we being
They pay our
charged
bills.
with doing our job?
The charges will be defined as I hear your testimony. Now,
Tweet at IGN, get Eric evicted.
begin with the last time we saw
Let's get Eric fired from IGN right now. That's what we're doing.
Yes. Oh, cool. Finally got to play.
You said
Hashtag Gears
Judgment. All right.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great.
Our mission was to
As you know from yesterday when I put this article up, I can't spell judgment.
How exactly
No E.
did things go
Go to school.
wrong?
Stay in school, kids.
Gradually, sir.
So the first thing that, as a longtime Gears fan, I actually was annoying for the first couple hours, but is the weapon switch is now on the Y button, and I've died many times because I kept using the D-pad. The D-pad now is this screen,
Whatever it was,
and
it looked like it was headed right
for newcomers it's like, oh well, but for longtime Gears fan, this is a big change.
Really?
I can see it being a problem during multiplayer.
Like you could change it in the options,
you
right?
can't change
No.
it. No.
Interesting.
They're trying to be different.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Well, 2 chains for you.
2 chains. Another big difference is
Tweet at IGN, hashtag Gears Judgment.
Another big difference is actually the Baird and the rest of Kilo Squad is they handle really fast. The roadie run is faster.
Lieutenant.
The switching weapons is a huge deal in this game because I don't know if you remember in the original ones, but you know, switching weapons was an extra 3 seconds. This is almost instant. But oh well. It's hard talking and playing at the same time.
So,
this is a great way to start the game, in my opinion.
with fire?
I'm a huge fan of set pieces. And
Does this take place during Emergence Day?
I think 2 days afterwards.
Okay, so they don't show
Very,
you.
very soon.
They don't show you Emergence Day. Though.
No.
It feels like, I mean, that opening cinematic felt pretty short. I mean, they just threw you right into this game.
That's Gears.
Now, what is this stars thing here on the top left-hand corner?
So, throughout the campaign, different sections of the game, you can basically gold star a section. Whenever you get down, whenever you die, well, when you die, you lose your stars. But whenever you get down, it slowly starts losing it. And so to gain all 3 gold stars is to actually get as many kills as possible and executions. Kind of a more arcadey style, which I understand how or why they're doing this to, you know, replay value, but I don't. You'll see later on that it kind of breaks everything.
At Quixotic Trend said, "I love the faster reload with the new long-range weapon."
Oh, look at that. So these if you read Mitchie D's review.
I never learned to read, Eric.
So if you don't know how to read,
I lived with Mitch. So I lived with Mitch, and I had Mitch read it to me as a bedtime story.
Each section has these declassify modes, and so think of it as, you know, the redacted black section in like a CIA paper. If you declassify,
were those words that you just said there?
Yeah, if you declassify something, I watched a lot of 24.
Redactive.
Redacted.
Redacted.
If you press declassify, you're actually giving yourself a. It increases the difficulty and a certain scenario. So for this scenario, I forgot,
that's cool.
This scenario, it actually includes wretches that are lambent that explode. If you didn't press that, I actually would have just doubled regular lambent.
So you're in the middle of the game, and it's basically like, hey, do you want to make this more difficult?
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
For achievement orders, this is a gold mine.
You are pouring yourself out for achievements.
I'm
That's
admitted
pretty low.
So
it's our new show on IGN.com. Achievement Horse.
Watch out, Trophy Wars. One of the biggest things that I've noticed. Sorry for being terrible. Like I said, talking and playing is harder than I thought.
No,
is that
terrible. You're just a terrible person.
Throughout this game, I was in cover. This is the less. I've never been in open spaces as much as I have in this game. The first gear is all about, you know, stay in cover or you're dead. This game, there's so many enemies coming at you that you can't help but not just walk around.
Do you feel like the environments are more open?
No, about the same. If anything, there's some sections that are more closed.
I mean, because right off the bat, and this is literally my first time watching this game being played outside of multiplayer. It seems artistically definitely different than the other Gears.
Well, People Can Fly made this, and they're trying to, you know.
I thought you were just going to say that People Can Fly. I was like, oh, this is going to be a discussion for another day.
They try to make this their own thing, and it's still very much a Gears game, but there's definitely slight notices like the D-pad, the weapon changes. That is annoying. It doesn't have to be annoying, that's just me personally. But it's definitely a Gears game. But it's at the same time, it's very different. It's on its own thing. Bam.
I hoped we wouldn't be seeing them again.
Bam words. There you go. See, you made it through. A sentence or two.
So if you guys ever played Max Payne 3, the entire time Max is like narrating his way through the storyline. And with this game, Baird Baird and other members of Kilo Squad are narrating themselves through they're giving their testimony. So you're actually hearing their testimony, and you're playing out what they...
Okay, so that's what that opening scene was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
that we talked over like jackasses.
So this part right here, like, so every section there is a new. They give you the stats. They give you how many kills you made, all that kind of stuff. I personally find this weird because it's like significantly stopping the action.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly taking you out of the experience right now.
And it's just like, oh, just remind you, this is a game. It's not like sucking me into the world of Sarah like the first Gears did. Like, you were just, like, all hope is lost. With this, it's like, oh, I'm playing a game. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And I understand they're going for the arcade feeling, but
was on the other side of the river,
me personally,
beside the car,
if there's any
no
negative I have so far, it's because it's that.
Maybe we could slip
but I see why they did it.
Has Cole had a single line yet?
No. So each member of Kilo Squad gets their own testimony.
Okay.
So after the first act, it's Sophia who gives her testimony.
You have a wine cellar?
Now, Moose of Torment. There we go. Moose of Torment says, as a longtime Gears of War fan, I'm thinking the button shift is a good enough reason to not buy Gears
Really?
Judgment. Would you agree, Eric?
If you are a longtime Gears fan and you don't buy this game, you're doing yourself a big disservice.
Okay.
I get it, why it can piss you off, but I mean, it's a Gears game. You have to.
This is the UIR.
Like, this game could have, me personally, I'm not speaking for IGN, me personally, this game could have got a 2 on Metacritic, and I still would have bought it because I just love the Gears universe.
That's gonna be a pull quote.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a pull quote for People Can Fly. Eric Martin, IGN. This game could have gotten a 2 on Metacritic.
I still would have bought it. That's me personally. Like I said, this is me just shooting the shit.
So now, what is this gun here? This is a new gun.
It's think of it as a long shot, but less powerful and more rapid shots.
Okay.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a sniper
Got
rifle.
through that explanation.
Less effective sniper rifle. I don't use it. It's not a big. It's not as powerful. It doesn't have that big oomph I need.
Oomph.
Like with this.
I like a good oomph in my guns.
Fuck. Sorry.
Oh, shit! Already down.
With the Nasher, it's like, oh, there's meat. I'm hitting meat. With that, it's just like, oh, I'm sniping. Even with the long shot, like, you hit someone in the head, there's this huge like, sound.
You keep saying things right now, and I'm like, this live stream is gonna go from PG-13 to rated R so quickly. Just can't do it. I can't do it. There's too many meat shield references right now.
Grub's coming in.
Oh, damn it, I missed the declassified. That sucks. So that I should mention the declassifieds they vary a lot. They so this one, it would have had, you have to finish this level in 30 minutes, and I probably died about 6 times trying to do it. But yeah, they range from, you're in an archive room, so you can't see anything that's more than 3 feet in front of you, to only use a Lancer, and that's it. Good replay value, but you know, I'm only doing it because of achievements. Fact.
Fact. Yeah, I don't know. See, for me, I've been a Gears fan, but I don't know. There's just not.
It's very niche.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
if I take 2 months off playing Gears, I will die instantly.
Yeah.
Whether online or campaign, it's very, very an acquired taste.
And it's like Gears is like coffee. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a fan of the series. I liked Gears of War 1. I like Gears of War 2. I liked playing the multiplayer until people got super good at it, and then it just wasn't fun anymore.
Exactly. Like it stops being fun, and that's, if there's anything, that's what I hate about the online. Is like it stops being fun if you take any time off.
If you could say, what do they do differently in this game that you're like, holy shit, this is what's different about this Gears. This is what makes this Gears its own game, its own People Can Fly type of game.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's very much a Gears game. It's not like there's subtle changes, like I said, the switching weapons, but there's nothing that's like, this is Judgment.
Yeah.
You know?
Judgment.
To me, this is a Gears game.
This is Judgment. Yeah, I mean, because it's almost like that same comparison with Halo 4, where you got a different developer that's developing the game, so they obviously want to put their stamp on it, but they also want to feel.
Through the empty buildings than around them. They were all so abandoned. If no one here had been evac'd, where was everyone?
Hemingway-esque dialogue.
So like you said with Halo, like for me, Halo was like, this is just a Halo game. Like what? So 343. This is 343. What made them their own game was the way they did Infinity and War games. He just opened a soda.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know the mic was gonna pick that up. So yeah, I mean, and that's for me. Halo 4 had its own feel to it that separated itself, not necessarily in the multiplayer, but in the single player, it felt different. Now this just feels.
I know we're forbidden from using
like Gears,
but to survive out there in the field, you have to know how to adapt. And I'm an adaptable man.
So I feel like the dialogue is kind of weird. Like it comes on, it's not as smooth as Max Payne was.
Yeah.
It comes on at very weird times. I enjoy hearing Baird's voice because he has a really cool smoker's voice. If I ever start smoking, I want to sound like him.
Just, yeah, because that's exactly the best way to get into smoking.
That or...
that's why I started smoking.
Or Marcus Phoenix, coolest voice in video games.
Marcus Phoenix, really?
Next to Master Chief.
Nathan Drake. Anything voiced by Nolan North, man. So, Macaulay Short asks, what do you guys think of the new control scheme? Good idea, bad idea?
Meh.
Meh?
It's the same thing, like I keep saying, just the weapon changes is what pissed me off at first, and I had to get used to it. That, it probably made it worse because I actually practiced playing Gears 3 before I bought this game, and I didn't know that the D-pad was going to change. So I'm so used to just pressing that little button, but no, it doesn't work. But it's fine. I mean, you'll know what to do almost instantly.
Macaulay Short just reminded me with the good idea, bad idea thing. You ever watch Animaniacs? Remember the shorts when they did the good idea, bad idea thing?
Yeah.
No, yeah?
That's with the pinky in the brain, too.
See, we're not just showing Gears of War Judgment, we're teaching. Oh, come on, you just died.
I'm playing on hardcore. It's fine. And I'm talking.
Oh, man.
Life.
Oh, man.
Judge. Executioner.
You've already played this. You already practiced.
Oh.
I always thought Judgment was spelled J-U-D-G-E. So I screwed up our vlog roll headline.
Make sure to tweet at us using hashtag Gears Judgment.
At IGN, hashtag Gears Judgment. We will answer your tweets.
Or you can leave a question in the article.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can leave a question in the article too, and we'll talk about you. We'll scrutinize your profile picture. We'll do whatever.
Call it stupid if you want to.
Yeah. Like Warrior 24 says. On release day. Really, IGN? Yes. Yes.
Look at IDAGF. But really, I do. So, something that's really annoying as far as achievement-wise, it's good for gameplay, but your teammates, if you're just playing by yourself, are very, very responsive. But if they're engaged in combat, they will not help you whatsoever. Which is fine. I mean, they gotta save their own ass, but you know, come on. But for the most part, the AI is really, really well done.
Somebody said, I assume Mitch will be pantsless during this live stream, and that's Mitch is always pantsless. He's always walking around the office with no pants. So, yeah, I mean that's like a standard thing.
Mitch Dyer is MIA wherever he's at.
I saw him in a meeting room. He's got things to do. You know, we got PAX East coming up on Thursday. Video games. Somebody tweeted us a question in Spanish, so.
Nice. Say it. Say it.
I don't even know. So, okay, yeah. So you can down people.
Yeah.
Right. All right. But yeah, I mean, somebody's saying also the lack of downing players takes away from a lot of executions. Maybe they're talking about multiplayer. Billy Mays 79, you're crazy.
Oh, Billy Mays.
He's back. He's back. Just came back just to talk about Gears. Yeah, you know, I mean, see, like, I'm sure this game is fantastic. It looks like a really fun game.
Very pretty.
It is. I mean, it's a good-looking game for one of the last big titles to come out for Xbox and PS3. What the fuck am I talking about?
Sorry,
Xbox. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It's just, I don't know. It's just not, you know, the single player for Gears has never really done it for me all that much. And I know
for people who've never played a Gears game, first, if you've never played a Gears game, Judgment comes with a free copy of Gears 1, which is awesome. Since I lost my first copy, but Gears is 10 times better when you're playing with somebody else.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
10 times better. Like, my plan is to finish the campaign by myself so I can get story, and then replay with Sean.
Hey.
So I can experience something, the whole new levels I've been offering.
So now I know you are our resident Dead Space obsessed gamer. Eriq actually has 2 or 3 Dead Space tattoos now.
I have 2 Dead Space tattoos.
2 Dead Space tattoos.
The third one's gonna be something.
Yeah. So as soon as they legalize glow-in-the-dark paint to put in your skin,
I'm getting a HP thing on my back.
he's gonna put the life bar on his back. So for you then, having played this and having played Dead Space 3, which game did you enjoy more, or are enjoying more?
Man, I ain't never seen so many grubs in one place.
Or do you feel like you're not enough through Judgment yet to make that assessment?
Not enough into it. That's not a fair question.
Okay.
I mean, they're both completely different games. Dead Space is someone called it a shooter. Like, this is not Dead Space is not a shooter.
Yeah.
Gears, if anything, is a shooter, but it's a cover-based shooter, which is completely different. But yeah, they're just 2 different games, and I enjoy both. I don't have a COG tattoo because I feel that's too cliche.
Where should we go?
But,
You're not Onyx.
I'm Onyx.
No, you're not.
With the Half-Life logo tattooed on your body, that's enough. That's okay.
yeah.
The east wing is getting hammered.
When are we going to see Carmine in this game? We're going to see another Carmine
even know if there's
get
Carmine.
blasted? There's got to be another Carmine.
There are 4 brothers. So this section is kind of taking little parts from Overrun mode. It's kind of like I wouldn't say tower and defense, but you have to secure something, and it's going to be different waves of enemies. It's a cool little dynamic they put in there. I enjoyed it. It's breaks up the flow of the game, so you're not just like section, murder. It's you actually like have purpose. So you got to defend this. I don't know. It's all subconscious to me.
So, you said you were about an act through the game, right?
Yes.
1 act. And how long did that take you to finish that?
About 2.5 hours. No, about 3 hours.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to assume that this game is probably like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Pepe Loves Tacos just asked roughly how long is the game.
You could have asked Mitch.
Yeah, we could have asked Mitch. Just walking around pantsless somewhere in IGN's office.
But he decided to be in meeting.
Yeah. We're not the B team though. The A- team.
We're like B+.
So yeah, another question. How does Gears of War Judgment compare with Gears of War 3 visually? I'm not really noticing anything except that burning tree that jumps out.
Which was awesome.
Who doesn't love
cool.
burning trees?
To me, it looks pretty much the same. There is kind of, I don't know if you can tell from the stream, but there is almost a cell shading. It's almost...
Yeah, you know, I noticed that a little bit.
There is a difference. Like, there is a difference when you're playing the game.
Now, the color scheme is definitely more bright. And I think when you get later into the game, I've seen Mitch playing it a little bit.
Spoilers.
Yeah. When you get later into the game, there are a lot more brighter areas, I would say. Visually, it definitely looks better than Gears of War 3, but...
It runs a lot better. So Gears, for me, if there's ever too many enemies, it'd be a bunch of lag.
Yeah.
I haven't run into lag a lot. There's a section where all hell is breaking loose.
As I say, there's
not one hiccup.
no frame rate problems with this. I know sometimes with our live stream feeds, it may look like there's frame rate problems, but there's. I mean, this is running really
That's
really
just our
smooth.
equipment. IGN.
Yup. We do it big here.
I want to show an execution. Oh yes, don't kill him. Now what's interesting to me is that this game has grinders, and I'm all about continuity.
Let's try it a third time. Say it. Say continuity. I'm Ron Birch.
There were no grinders in the first Gears, and now they're everywhere here.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense.
You know, there's another game that does that, and I can't remember which one. I want to say Halo, but I don't know.
That's the problem with prequels, is that
I hate to say this.
is that
You're
all
bringing
these,
in, yeah.
It's like, where are these turrets? How can we decide not to start using turrets in Gears 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, I mean okay, yeah. So it is the Halo series then, because I mean that's how Halo felt, like Halo Reach felt to me. It's like you got all these weapons from all the other Halo games. You're like, what?
It's like, why didn't I use this?
Yeah, exactly.
In Halo 3.
It's like the UNSC cannot make up their mind on whether or not they want to fucking scope on their handgun or not.
This stream is rated R, by the way.
Hey, we were doing the Walking Dead live stream this morning, and one of the game characters cursed, so it's like, whatever. YOLO.
It's not a Gears game if it's not an F-bomb dodge.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, pretty Hemingway-esque, the dialogue. Now, one thing I did was kind of telling Mitch the other day, ooh, just got jacked up with a sword?
Yeah, you can pick up that sword.
Oh, yeah. You can do that in 3, I think.
But you couldn't do that in 1 or 2.
No. So Bear just learned and forgot and then learned. I forgot my place as a samurai.
Come on. I can't wait to play Injustice. By the way, everybody, Sean and I are going to be playing Injustice in a couple weeks, whenever it comes out.
We're going to be living in live streams, basically.
I don't know when it comes out.
Swimming in live streams.
And don't mind us. This is our first time riffing off each other. We're still learning his body, his voice.
Did you say you're learning my body?
Yes.
Okay. We're learning. We're exploring. Yeah, so, I mean, hopefully next week we got Army of 2 coming out. We're probably going to do a live stream with that. And then I really want to play Deadly Premonition. I know you're not too excited about playing
I'm down. Whatever.
what could be critically awful games, but I'm excited for Deadly Premonition. Now, what are they doing over there?
They're attacking shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're attacking the turrets.
And I totally agree with what you're saying about the presentation is a little bit obtrusive with the amount of stats that they're building into it. What up, Mitch Dyer?
Mitch Dyer just popped by.
Hey, Mitch Dyer. While you're here, while you're standing around with no pants on,
They can hear you, by the way.
it's been a running joke. We had a question. How long is this game?
10 hours long.
10 hours long. 10 hours long.
It's like it's not a joke. It's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Mitch Dyer, everybody.
Mitch Dyer.
Bye, Mitch.
See? Cameo appearance.
So
Cameo.
I did not lie. Mitch was actually in the stream.
On the ones and twos. You can say that it happened, that he was there.
So, F off people who are saying.
Rocking out. We just went back to PG-13. Just temporarily.
Well, I feel like saying the F word is
uneloquent.
it's like fack.
Fack? Fack. Say frack.
Fudge.
Fudge. Bring it back. Bring it
If
old
we don't
school.
hurry, they're not going to make it.
Oh, so what's really interesting about this game is the Russian. He's not Russian in the game. He's they're not on Earth. They're like on Sarah. So like
Yeah. So why does he have a
names are
Russian
different.
accent?
But why do they have American accents? That's shut up. But so
See, this does break you out of the experience so much. It's like I care about stats, but who cares that much about stats? They need it in their face every like 10 minutes.
So the Russian
everything on the way there.
during the Pendulum Wars. Now, if you guys don't know what the Pendulum Wars is, before Emergence Day 2, there was a war, a big planet-side war, and then Emergence Day happened, and everyone was like, "Oh shit, I guess we should stop fighting and we should kill
Yeah,
these locusts."
they're all fighting for emulsion.
Yeah. So the Russian guy used to fight Baird in that. They used to be on opposite
So
sides
yeah,
of the war.
all right.
And then once this happened, he volunteered to be part of COG.
Now, do they get into that in the story of the game?
I haven't played his act yet, but during dialogue, if you listen to the dialogue, they mention it all the time.
It'd be interesting to see if they mention Marcus and Dom in this game, or if they have a cameo. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to throw a cameo in this game. Marcus getting arrested.
No, that's like I don't know exactly when that happens.
My chronology's all screwed up on this game.
Chronological.
Coltrane, baby! Woo!
Back in the game, baby.
If you haven't checked out the Funny or Die /IGN Gears of War video, Eric is shaking his head. He did not like it as much as I liked it.
Sounds like shameless plugging.
Hey, man. I'm all about the shameless plugs. What about my face or voice says,
Speaking of face.
has shame?
Speaking of face.
What?
Face wash by Gears.
Sponsored by Progressive. We're not actually sponsored by Progressive, so Progressive, give me free auto insurance.
You hate Gears, but you love cars. Progressive insurance is Progressive. Oh, we're all down. Shit. Come on.
Yeah, so what's this? Yeah, I mean, then so somebody points out right now, us talking about the fact that there are things present in the. Oh God, you're gonna die again.
There's a shit to I'm being after the
Right back to rated R. Ladies and gentlemen, this may be our first and last live stream. First and last days as employees of IGN.
YouTube comments and IGN comments are way more. Or NC-17.
It's all unraveling for us, Eric. So yeah, so somebody said on Twitter, so that we just saw that scene with the Cantus, and Barrett said it's a healing Cantus. Like what? So they're healing in the prequel, but they're not healing in any other games.
No. I mean, they heal in other games, but what you're not realizing is that in Gears 2, they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, good point.
And in this game, they're like,
"Oh, it's a Cantus."
It's like, no, like in Gears 2, you're like, what the hell is this?
And so, I mean, that's something that was interesting about the Walking Dead live stream that we did this morning, that Greg pointed out, was that it's really cool that you meet all these different survivors, and they're all calling the walkers different things. None of them are calling them walkers. They're calling them biters and roamers.
So walkers, totally going off track, but walkers,
We always
it's only
do.
like Rick thing. Like Rick's group calls them walkers. Just like the governor and everyone else in Woodbury calls them biters.
Yeah.
It's only called The Walking Dead because of the group they're following. My God.
Shit. I won't forget this.
Yeah, you're getting
Oh my God.
taken to task right now.
See, like, this is what I mean by cover not really being a big option. Because, like, cover is an option because the enemies are in cover, but for the most part, they're just running around. And
I mean, they're throwing a shitload of enemies at you. I haven't seen. I mean, they're stacking the deck right now.
Stacking the deck.
So I mean, I know you've died, but you've been in this area for a really long time.
Yeah, it's because I suck. Sorry, everybody, that I suck.
Just at life in general. It's kind of like you right now.
It really is more than you know. Oh my god.
Bring it on!
Modus operandi.
Finally.
Behind that door was the East Wing and Black 4. Whatever was left of them.
Where do I go next? And again, I'm gonna break up, stop the game for a second, and go to this. But whatever. Let's see.
You! Hold this room. There's something big out there.
F it.
Looks like that door's gonna give. When it does, start shooting.
This again, this is another, you know, tower and defense type thing where you have to take turrets, protect this pretty little armor thing. I've only run into 2 of these sections, this being the second one, and I don't know if there's gonna be more in the game, but I rather enjoy it. If anything, this is what makes it a Judgment game. That or Overrun multiplayer, which is I haven't played it yet at home, but I did play it here in the office, and Overrun is amazing. It's definitely the new. I wish they kept Horde. Maybe Horde would be the new DLC.
Oh,
But
great. Just great.
Overrun is pretty awesome and difficult. If you're a cog, you're pretty much got the short end of the stick.
I mean, that's what's really cool is they've really dove into a lot of the multiplayer modes. I mean, there's so many new multiplayer modes for this game.
Come on. There they go. Look at all these, like, they throw so much at you at one time. I don't know if that takes away from the game. Me personally, I don't care, but I can definitely see it turning off some people.
Oh, great. Just great. We're not done yet.
God, you like play a game, you're like, I hate this game. Right now, I hate this game. So I'm doing terrible.
Bring
The
it
game as a
on.
whole. I just, in general, hate the game right now.
I mean, and that's the thing, is that there's a lot of frustrating things about the Gears series to me.
It's very, like I said, it's an acquired taste. It really is. You have to actually know what you're doing, have some kind of tactics around it, strategy. And just run and gun, which is what I'm doing. It's not fair.
Nice. You want some?
came from.
Hey,
Check the floor
is
for gear.
this the same room that we've been in for like the last 10 minutes?
No. But which goes to, keeps emphasizing the fact that it seems like it's, you know, go into a room, fight, see your stats. Go into a different room, fight, see your stats. Later in the game, it does get broken up and you in much wider spaces. But the first couple, let's call them sections, you're in very confined spaces. Maybe so they developers can get that teach how to stay in cover, blah blah blah. But for me, it's just like I'm experienced here. I consider myself here, and I know what I'm doing. Give me my little spaces so I can flank somebody.
Bring it on.
Lay it on me, Eriq. What's the other thing?
What do they call it? The ones that shoot the arrows.
The torque bow.
The torque bow. So when the torque bow was in Gears 1, they're like, what is this? What is this? And then in this game.
But the torque bow is in this game, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like it was introduced in the first one, but when they first saw it, they're like, what is this? This is crazy.
So and they do that in the first one with the Hammer of Dawn too. Is there anything with that?
Oh no, the Hammer of Dawn was the reason why the Stranded hate the COG.
Because they were using the hammer, yeah.
While people were being killed.
So the hammer then existed in the lore before.
Yeah, oh, most definitely.
I like rhyming.
Marcus Phoenix's dad.
It's in the lore before.
Worked on Hammer of Dawn, I want to say.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it'll be interesting to see what the ties back that they pull back to, you know, Gears of War 1 through 3. I mean, it'd be interesting to see a Marcus cameo here. That's an interesting choice that they chose Baird as well, because you know, Baird's not necessarily the most popular character.
Baird is awesome.
I love Baird. Personally, like I want to get my hair frosted like that. Like that would be excellent. I mean, like, so they were asking. They had a kind of like an Ask Baird thing going on.
Yeah.
Like a week ago.
That was pretty cool. Actually.
And they had the voice actor like would record voice responses.
Yeah.
So I asked, like, in a post-emergency like Warzone, where do you frost your hair? You know, like I just want to know that, man. I just want to know where you get your tips frosted.
Natural locks.
That's how we do it at IGN.
IGN, we believe in frosting.
That is a fantastic slogan as well.
There's only one way out of here.
We do believe in frosting.
Two, actually. One
Hair,
involves
not
time.
cake. Ew, gross.
Just, yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Again, stop the game.
Yeah, wow. It breaks up the flow a lot in this game.
Stats, I don't care.
So I'm going to be quite honest with you on this, Eric. I know that a lot of people love this game. I know that you love this game. I'm not really feeling this.
I'm not done with it yet, so I'm not.
So don't you know, hang your hat on that. But I just
Did you recognize that thing?
and then maybe I'm the hipster hater here in this scenario, but I don't know, dude. With so many games that are coming out, so many games that can fill your time right now, like you gotta love Gears. Now, and I made the comment to Mitch the other day that like it seems like I didn't want a Gears game when this game was announced, and as it started to creep up, I was like, yeah, maybe I do want a Gears game. And now I'm watching this, and I'm like, eh.
And that's what some people have like said, like, oh, it's Gears 3 came out 3 years after Gears 2. This is only 2 years after Gears 3, and
that's a lot of math for me right now.
Yeah. And me personally, I don't care. I do believe in oversaturation, but if I play a game and I love it, I want a sequel as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And as soon as possible, as soon as at the same time of it being good. I don't want a sequel just for the sake of me having a sequel.
Any sign
But,
of those Onyx guards?
As most of you guys will learn, that I want another Soul Reaver game. Like, I loved Soul Reaver, and I want a Soul Reaver game.
And so you've just used, or clearly using this hour playthrough of Gears to pitch your idea for a new Soul Reaver. Hey, Scorpion. Scorpion Snake. What is that?
It's the centipede thing. It's gross.
Now, that's a cool enemy. That's pretty cool.
You know those National Animal Planet videos you watch of like...
Damn, nature, you scare it.
Of centipedes with like 20 legs. Yeah, this is... I love watching it, but I'm usually hiding under my covers watching it.
You just said, you know those videos of centipedes with like 20 legs? Did you know centi means 100?
Oh.
Maybe, does it? Centi mean 100? Maybe it means 1,000. Tweet at us, does centi mean 100 or 1,000? I really don't, I don't
I
know.
will officially say this is probably the first burn that, or correction that Sean's ever given me.
At IGN, hashtag Gears Judgment.
Necronama wrong.
There we go. Is Necronama right at this time? Necronama right. Google it.
Eriq and Sean, just Google it.
Yeah, except that when they Google it, nothing comes up. I don't think the Coltrane has said one word.
Yeah, I want to hear more. You know,
Whoa! There's
stay down, little fly.
There's no interaction too. Also, Coltrane way skinnier in this game than he is in the other ones. Am I right?
Yeah, this is 15 years before the first Gears.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Well, let's say 10. Let's say 10.
I don't know where he had the time to hit up a bunch of 5-star restaurants.
Emotion. He's shooting up emotion. Anyway, so yeah, the centipede with 100 legs. That's what it reminds me of, like, of this nasty. I don't know.
Sorry if I got
Remember, if you have any questions, or if you just want to shoot, just talk to us.
We just want to talk to you. We just want to be close to you.
Tweet at IGN.
At IGN, hashtag Gears Judgment.
Bring it on.
Yeah, so I mean, so this is like, okay, so yeah, I was trying to work out like why is it called a retro lancer if we're in like the retro time?
No, so they actually, I thought that too. Got a little answer for you.
Answer it for me, Eriq.
They mentioned that. They mentioned that the Lancer is brand new.
Just in case regular.
Oh, the new Lancer with the chainsaw is brand new.
Yeah,
in this
like
game.
they
Okay.
just, like, brand new.
Aha. Aha. It's all starting to come together, Eriq. Cluster luck. That's original.
You can't hear yourself.
What?
You just like
I know, it's so fucking loud. Everybody in the office is looking at me right now.
bleep.
Doing a live stream.
Sorry about that bleep.
I'm hurt. Stim needed.
Hashtag deal with it. That dude is on fire.
That's enough slithering and enough edge. I prefer to shoot at something that walked around on 2 feet for a while.
There you go. There was Cole's.
It's the only line in the entire game.
We have here.
New weapon.
Done to my mark,
That was actually a good
A
Cole
sniper
line.
rifle with no scope. Ha! Those drums are real geniuses.
Why does he sound like Tracy Morgan?
Oh, I was just gonna say that. He's
Grab the breach shot, Liz Lemon.
super yelling.
My bad.
Take one of your phone out.
There we go. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I could be.
Liz Lemon.
Radio check.
Hey, Liz Lemon, you going to the after
I
party?
got nothing.
You going to the after
Just us doing
party?
Tracy Morgan impressions now.
It wouldn't be long before
Hey,
we were
.com.
topside again.
I used to do a
Our
really good
radios were even
Tracy
starting to
impression,
work.
but
So if I get
The
two
signal
dogs, I'm gonna
wasn't
name them.
totally clear,
T-Dog?
but almost there.
Yeah, I'm gonna name him T-Dog.
for 2 dogs.
I'm gonna name him Drizzen.com.
That's adorable.
I know, right? I'm an adorable guy.
Armed and ready.
Grizz, Grizz is in love with. What did he say? He said,
He's gonna
Grizz
stop
is-
the game to remember this joke.
Grizz is in love with. Fuck.
Gee, no, it's gone. It's done.
It's gone.
It's done. Moving on.
Grizz is in love with .com's fiance. Fiance.
There we go. That took a while.
It's not my joke, so it's hard to remember it. No, this lemon. Grizz's fiance. His name Fiance. like Beyonce with the F? No, like Fiance, but without the B.
Video games.
Oh, great. That's great.
I was actually really scared because a lot of people were telling me the active reload was gone in this game. And
What is this? What is this little explosion thing on the top right?
That's your grenades.
Oh, okay.
Grenades is now left bumper,
Weird.
which killed me a bunch of times when I first started playing.
All I used to do in Gears of War multiplayer, either chainsaw or sticking people with grenades.
That means people hate you in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody hated me in multiplayer. Everybody hates me in real life, I think. So
Here's my philosophy. Of
IRL.
My philosophy of video games is that, like, there's Call of Duty Noob Tube. It's like, if Activision put it in the game, then it's probably okay.
Yeah.
Like, don't get mad at me because I'm using something that's part of the game.
I used to tell my brother that all the
If
time.
the chainsaw is part of Gears of War, don't get mad at me for using a chainsaw. Get mad at yourself for not avoiding me using the chainsaw.
The more you know.
NBC.
It's not cheating if it's in the game, man. That's what I used to say that all the time.
Are there any Twitter
Glad to
questions?
be out of there.
Not for you, Eric.
Not for me.
Not
Well,
for you.
we call in and make sure Control knows what's going on.
Because Mitchie D is gone. It's probably like, what, 5 people watching?
Well, we didn't have it. We didn't have it embedded in the article, so we had people. We had everybody watching it on YouTube. So yeah. Yeah, 312 people. Hello, all 312 of you
Thank you.
that are in there. We botched that. We didn't embed it in the article.
Well, that, and then I was planning to have a conversation with Mitch.
Oh, thank you.
And-
You're making me feel
well,
really good right now about
and-
myself.
I was going to talk to Mitch about the review because I have a lot of questions about the review. But now I'm going to talk to you, who you have obviously not played the game. So it's hard to actually tell you something.
Colonel, Tadek here. This grub, Goraznia, they called him Khan.
This would be better if Naomi was playing. Okay, all right, thank you.
Through all we have it here.
Why aren't they killing all the tickers like at
What
all?
about the light mask
That's
missile?
you, Eric.
Sorry.
Does IGN answer questions from YouTube or just Twitter? Both.
Both.
Looks like both.
You're welcome.
Is this guy the sole We're just firing him off now.
What is it?
Is Baird the sole character that you play as? No, you play as
everybody.
as all four.
I'm assuming plays everybody. I've only played as Sophia, but I'm assuming each act is a different testimony from each character.
Oh, so somebody said Senti is 200.
No.
No, now somebody's saying Senti is sent 100 of a dollar. Yeah, Senti's 100. I'm learning
Point is,
so much.
No one knows. It's a mystery, it's a clouded mystery.
Somebody said
How
1
long does it
star,
work?
you suck.
It's
Thank you.
classified.
Yep.
But there's one here. in
Thank you.
Halva.
What's his name?
The inventor teaches at the academy.
Yeah.
I can't
D.
say.
Professor Elliot.
Kaslik.
I worked in his
Thank
lab
you,
at
you're
LaCroix
awesome.
before he went military.
Do an assassination.
I tried doing assassination, or an execution,
The bigger the bone.
but they're really hard to down.
Courtesy of your big bull.
How close were you to the impact point?
F you, Shadow. Halo rocks.
Thing would burn up this entire
How long
city.
will this live stream be?
Right here,
3 minutes.
After the hammer of
Right here,
dawn,
this
Elliot
guy
stopped
is
working on
he's
it.
talking. The Russian guy is talking about
Baird,
his
Lieutenant. To fire
his
that
involvement
thing,
with
you
the
have to
war
get the targeting
against them,
beacon. The
which I find
Lord
very,
codes
very interesting.
personally
I always
activate
thought when they
this
make, I
on-site.
always knew this would be a Gears of War
And get this
prequel,
all approved
but I
by
thought it was going to be about either Emergence Day or the
Control,
Pendulum Wars,
Kilo here.
not
So,
about
we're gonna get the
a
light
day
blast
after,
missile online
a couple
and
days
use it
after.
to kill
Juan
General
Rivera
Khan.
says, respond if you can
Any
see my comment.
objections?
I can see your comment, Juan, and I'm responding.
Works for me.
fantastic.
Jeebus Crust said, "Is this the new Gears of War 3 DLC?" It's like, yeah. And that to me again is like, you know, I'm not incredibly impressed by this game. Now, the visuals and these cinematics are really cool, but it's nothing that I you know, am so off the walls impressed by.
Enthralled.
The lighting in this game is really cool, says Eriq, who is apparently ripping off of your name.
To steal one of the COG's most powerful weapons.
I was against it, sir.
Nice, keep ruining the campaign for people, says Super Blender Blade. Thank you, we will.
Keep watching the campaign.
Keep watching, and we will keep ruining it for you in real time.
Sorry for not putting spoilers in IGN plays the first hour of Gears.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't seen Fight Club, Ed Norton and Brad Pitt are the same person. So, thank you for that. And
I hate you.
also, if you haven't seen Usual Suspects, Kevin Spacey is actually the bad guy. He's playing the good guy in the beginning of the movie, but he's actually the bad guy. Nobody's going and watching these movies, man. Nobody's going.
Wow, I would be pissed.
What?
I would be pissed.
Yeah, I know, right?
Luckily, I've seen Usual Suspects, but
We followed the main sewer line.
there's a
from
lot of people who haven't
museum to
seen
the
it.
academy. It was the only way to get there alive.
Just save yourself.
If I was
One of
gonna
these guys
die,
on the stream was.
I'd rather do it
Oh,
inside the
here's a good one. Dominic Mercurio says Mitch isn't in the room, and he is not. He's not in the room. What would you guys rate the game? Eric?
First, look at this.
See,
Look at
again,
this.
now this is impressive.
That's pretty.
This to me is
how
impressive.
pretty
It
that
took
is.
a freaking hour
The
to
fight
get
was
into the
over and
impressive
my
part of the
friends were
game,
dead.
but this is
That's
The
gorgeous.
only
that's
way
pretty
we
cool,
could
and
avenge them
clearly
was
it
to get
looks
the
a
light
lot
mass missile
different
beacon from
than
Professor Elliot.
Well,
than
like
the other Gears of War
my
games.
theory is that everything's more brighter.
More brighter.
Everything is brighter, because you know they're still learning. So there's still hope. But in Gears 1, it's like RE6, all hope is lost, no hope left.
No hope left.
Whatever happened here?
You know, I'm gonna have to take some
I
time
know
to
my
play
fellow
through this
cadets
game before I
fought
can
hard.
give an assessment
no
of like what a
shame in
number
losing a battle.
score would be. But you know, I was even talking to Mitch about this the other day. Is that you know, I think you kind of get into a situation where it's like, okay, if we're gonna rate Gears of War at a 9.2, you know, how does that fit into the context of some of the other games we have? It's like, you know, BioShock Infinite. What are we gonna rate that as? And if
Well,
it's
so here's
higher than Gears of War, then higher by how much? If it's lower than Gears of War, then what does that say? You know, it's weird.
So this is a topic. I'll just say this.
Say it, Eric.
Realize that people play is different people reviewing the game.
Absolutely.
So let's say Mitch reviewed Halo 4. We all know Ryan McCaffrey reviewed Halo 4. Well, let's say Mitch did.
Okay.
So
We're saying it.
so maybe Mitch wouldn't have gave it a 9.8.
I think we got a
Wouldn't
9.
have given it a
Oh my
9.8. Maybe if Ryan McCaffrey reviewed this, he would have gave it a 9, an 8.5. You have to realize that different people.
So yeah, exactly.
Different
We take up the Call of Duty stuff, but I think every Call of Duty review we've had has had a different editor. I think with the exception of Anthony Gallegos doing the last two. But yeah, I mean, you know, and there's I don't know. There's
It's all about taste. Like people like
exactly
for-
what you like is what you like.
or like people would hate the game, but I loved RE6. I loved Resident Evil 6.
I was not as low on it, as down on it as a lot of people were. I didn't think it was a
Like,
fantastic
a lot of
game,
people giving it like a
oh, and there's just a giant spider just rolling up.
a lot of people giving RE6 like a 3 and 2. Like those are reserved for broken games. RE6 isn't broken. It's just not as amazing as RE4 or first Resident Evil.
It's sort of 5:01 right now, so we've been playing for 61 minutes. So why don't
wow.
you finish out the segment and then we'll wrap this
realize
up.
The segments take about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Apologize for this live stream
You're gonna apologize?
being weird.
You got nothing to apologize for. I guess you just the moral of the story is don't get drunk and do live streams.
And don't. It would have sounded terrible. But
We've learned a lot today, Eric. We've learned a lot.
I had to restrict myself from saying something that's NC-17/mature.
Enemy spotted.
Rated M.
Rated M. For
It's rated
mature.
M.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening.
Thanks for hanging out with us and checking out the first hour of Gears of War Judgment.
Let's watch
and
me die.
Making your own judgment on the game.
Turn.
Now die, Eriq.
Turn.
Now die, and then we can sign off. There's die.
Nope.
Die? You gonna die? No.
All right,
Okay.
buddy.
Thanks.
You guys have a fantastic.
That's the best sign off you can do. 2 chains.
2 chains.
That's